Alright, gang, make sure you like and subscribe. Another video. This is why women keep simps around. They're going to give them attention and validation, and it's food to these women's egos. It's food to these women's ego, where mostly women are narcissistic. And when they keep simps around because it makes that woman feel stronger. You got to understand this is what's constantly happening, gang.
There were men that I literally knew I had no future with this person. They were placeholders, and I would tell them anything. Yes, placeholders.
You got to understand. You got to be active at all times. You got to constantly be in and out to keep that drive, to keep that alpha frame. You got to stay active at all times. Women don't care because there's always going to be another man that's going to emotionally support that woman and give her income and whatever she needs and wants. Once a woman's mind is wired to think this way, she'll never change. She'll keep that man for emotional support and income through sex, through the more submissive man. She can control that man through sex for income and the emotional support, where that woman uses that man as a placeholder. Okay, as a placeholder, where a woman uses a man as a placeholder just for the moment, just for emotional support and income. Once that woman decides she's done with that man, she'll move on. So that's why you gotta always stay active, constantly on go. This is what's happening. Women are going after more submissive men. She knows that relationship isn't going to last. She already planning when to leave that relationship. That man was just there for the moment, and where that man is being called and used as a placeholder. This is a real thing in 2023. She'll even marry that man just to divorce that man and steal everything from that man in the end. This is why you got to constantly stay on go and become in your masculinity. You must be in your masculinity at all times. It must be an equal exchange. A woman's being her femininity, you got to be in your masculinity at all times. It should be an equal exchange, because women will marry a man and divorce him tomorrow. She can do more harm to you than love you. And after relationship is over, she'll just move on, because there's always going to be multiple men that will simp for that woman, and she can capitalize off of their income gain.
And I would tell them anything to reel them in, to think that I liked them or cared for them more than I actually did, because it was like an ego boost to have a guy fiend for you. There were men that I literally knew
where, a guy is fiending for a woman, and she's going to milk that relationship and milk everything out of that man. And this is what women do. She'll find and aim after more submissive men. This is how women are able to fly and maintain power and control where that woman is the more dominant one, and that man is going to go along whatever that woman says. Remember, gang, the alpha's just there to finish the job, gang.
I had no future with this person. They were placeholders, and I would tell them anything. Yes, placeholders. And I would tell them anything to reel them in, to get them to think that I liked them or cared for them more than I actually did, because it was like an ego boost to have a guy fiend for you. There were men that I literally knew I had no future with this person. They were placeholders, and I would tell them anything. Yes, placeholders. And I would tell them anything to reel them in, to get them to think that I liked them or cared for them more than I actually did, because it was like an ego boost to have a guy fiend for you. There were men that I literally knew I had no future.